Hello again. I'm going to show in this video the handshaking that goes back and forth between two ham radio stations that use the FT8 digital protocol over HF radio. So I'm going to start off by designating the app phone that's on the left as being a call sign of XXXX. And the station or phone that's on the right is going to be station YYYY. So I set these two phones up with those two call signs, and we'll be able to hear through the audio on each phone, and each phone mic will pick up those audio signals and decode them. So to start off with, let's look at the calling button here, calling button. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the station quadruple X send out what's called a general call message out to the ham community to see if there's anyone interested in communicating with this particular station. So that's done using what's called a CQ, which is, I'm a station, here I am, and I'm asking anybody that wants to communicate with me to answer back. So let's take a look at the actual specifics of what the message is here. Let's see if we get closer for it. It says CQ, which is a general call. The station is quadruple X. And I'm located in a Maidenhead grid square of EM40. You can look up the Maidenhead grid squares. You can look that up on the internet to find out what that's about. But it's specifically a location that falls in a box, like a grid. The globe is plotted as a grid for this particular location message. So I'm going to have this particular smartphone send out a general call message. Now, it's waiting to send it out, and what needs to happen is, if you notice up here in the upper right, there's an icon that's supposed to be like a mega horn or blowhorn, whatever you want to call it, with a line through it, which is keeping it from making any noise. What we're going to do is I'm going to change that slash, and we're going to listen to see if this radio on the left is going to send out a CQ message. So let me undo that, and let's see what's going to happen. So this is the first of the CQ. Here it goes. There it is. It's at 1296 hertz audio tone. It's sending a CQ message out for the quadruple X station that's located at EM40. So notice over here on this was the left, the right side over here, it received it. There it is. It says, aha. I see that somebody's asking to communicate. All right, and this will go on and on. I mean, it'll repeat itself until I stop it. But what we're going to do on the right side here is I'm going to let it answer back. And let's see if I can, okay, what will happen with this, the one on the quadruple Y stations over here. This is actually saying, hey, I'm calling quadruple X, this is quadruple Y, and I'm at this location. So the right side is now calling back, answering back to the left side, which sent out this general call. This one's saying, hey, quadruple X, I'm quadruple Y, do you want to talk with me? And interesting how this stuff comes up right there. So let's see what happens on the left. Let's see if there's an acknowledgement on the left. What may happen. Aha. So the left side says, hey, look at this. It says, hey, I received a message that says quadruple X is a station quadruple Y talking to me. And here it is right there. Alright, quadruple X, quadruple Y is talking. So the way it works is the to station is on the left side, the from station is on the right side. So let's see if they're going to get synced up at all here, because one station will transmit during a 15-second period and the other one will follow in the next 15-second period. And the way these try to keep in sync with one another is one of them, there's a zeros and ones that appear at the beginning of the message tabular display here to indicate that am I broadcasting on the even 15-second period, like 0 or 30 seconds, or am I broadcasting 15 and 45 seconds? So here we go. We're trying to go. Oh, look. Now we've got to the point where the two see each other, and this one says, "Hey, I'm receiving you at a minus 33 signal to noise ratio," and the other one says, "Hey, I'm seeing my own end here at a minus 10." And this next sequence here says, "Hey, I'm going to say goodbye. I received everything you told me." 73 usually means goodbye. And then the right side is still trying to finish up what it knows. It says, "Hey, I'm receiving you with the signal to noise ratio to minus 33. And the left side is still trying to close out the communication. And maybe I should kind of keep quiet here so I can hear it. So we got to wait for both sides to at least say 73, which is okay. Well, what happened now is this side finished up. He sent the 73, and I think this one is getting ready to send the 73 when it gets ready to. And the flashing indicates who's transmitting. So, well, I think they communicated with each other. So let me turn off the megaphone here on both of these so they can stop. Let's see what the code looks like on each one. Yep. Now, if you want to expand or contract the tabular, just click inside the blue area at the very top. So we've got on the left side, let's check to see what's going on here. It starts out by saying, "Okay, I'm station XXXX, and I'm sending out a call for anybody that wants to answer me." So that's what takes place there. Then what happens is, oh, station XXXX, this station YYYY is acknowledging that it wants to talk to you. So that's what that quadruple X followed by the quadruple Y is all about. But then X still hasn't really caught on to the fact that station Y is trying to communicate with it, so it sent out another CQ signal. Then we've got station once again Y trying to communicate with X, so it's to and from. It's going to quadruple X and coming from quadruple Y. Till finally we get to one of them here that actually has a number behind it. Let's check that what that was. That was going to be minus 10. One of them said minus 40 up here. It said that station Y is being called by station X, and X has a signal to noise ratio of minus 10. Okay. And then station Y communicating to X says RR3, Roger is what that is, to say, yeah, I acknowledge that. And then we run again with some more. There's some more RR in there until we just continue to see what there's going to be. But it's a sequence, and I wonder if I can show that sequence. It used to show it. I don't know why it doesn't do it anymore. At least that's the way I used to see it. But there's a sequence that goes back and forth handshaking to say, to start off with, one station does a general call. Then if there's a station out there that wants to respond to it, it says, hey, I'm another station, I'd like to communicate with you. Then after that, the originating station sends out its signal level reports, or its signal to noise level ratio report back out. The other end acknowledges it receives that, and it sends its signal to noise ratio level back until finally they kind of see what each one is receiving. The short story is signal to noise ratio. The higher the magnitude. No, well, let me back up. The minus sign is indicative. It's minus dB, signal to noise ratio. But the way you can think of it is, the higher the number that has a negative sign in front of it means the worse the signal is, and the lower the number is, it's better. It's kind of like golf. You know, you want a lower score, even though these are negative numbers. You want the magnitude of that number to be as low as possible, because that would indicate good, clear signal reception. And so when it all finishes up, they'll kind of say, Roger, Roger, I got your information, and they'll finish off with the number 73, and that comes from the old Morse code days, where when you would listen to it in Morse code, it would have like a unique kind of sound to it. 73 would, and so that's why they use that. I'm not quite sure if you've caught on to this, but that's the general concept, is the communication that goes back and forth between the stations. So hope you enjoyed this, and take care. Bye.